Hello everyone. Welcome to the Foreign Born Male Spouse Plug. So you can go ahead.
All right, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening again. Thank you guys so much for your patience. We apologize for the delay. This is introduction to military healthcare benefits for active duty veterans, retirees, and their family members. Next slide. Today we're going to be talking about what TRICARE is, TRICARE eligibility, TRICARE program options, other important information, CHUMFA, for information and assistance, and veterans optional care. I'm going to talk a little bit about the military healthcare system. The military healthcare system is one of the largest and most complex healthcare institutions and the world's permanent military healthcare delivery operation. It saves lives on the battlefields and around the world, and is also responsible for other services besides services to just direct military members. There are two types of care. You have the direct care, which happens in the direct military facilities and clinics. And then you have the private sector care, which is the network, non-network TRICARE authorized healthcare professionals, pharmacies, and suppliers. And this is information that especially service members make sure that their family members are aware of when they get in their medical care. And the mission of the military healthcare is to make sure that America's service members have their complete care no matter where they are. And the beneficiary categories are for active duty members, active duty family members, the retired service members, including the retired reserve and their families, the National Guard, the reserve members and their family members, the Medal of Honor recipients and their family members, survivors, and eligible former spouses. Next slide. These are the examples of the ID cards for service members, retirees, and to find out what type of benefit you have, you look in the back, and if you have direct medical, it will say yes, and with the expiration date. So just make sure that the type of ID card you have has that information in the back for the medical. Next slide. The type of health plans, the active duty members have TRICARE Prime and TRICARE Prime Remote. Their family members have TRICARE Prime, TRICARE Prime Remote, TRICARE Standard, TRICARE Extra, TRICARE for Life, TRICARE Young Adult. And the retired service members have TRICARE Prime, Standard, Extra for Life, and Young Adult. And TRICARE for the reservists and National Guard, they have the TRICARE Reserve Select, TRICARE Retired Reserve, and TRICARE Young Adult. Do I have any questions before I go up?
Yes, I have a question. This is Wumi.
Okay.
Yeah. Currently, my husband is retired.
Yes.
But we're still under TRICARE Prime.
Okay.
How does he? So, what's the difference between TRICARE Prime and TRICARE for Life?
TRICARE for Life. Once your husband starts receiving the Social Security benefits.
Okay.
They automatically switch you to TRICARE for Life.
Okay.
So it's either Social Security benefits or 60, some people, they wait till 65. Some people start receiving Social Security benefits early. So once you start receiving it early, automatically you have to go into the Social Security side medical system, and then TRICARE will switch you to TRICARE for Life.
Okay. And also, do you have more? I guess I'll ask about this information later as we go on, because I have questions about the TRICARE Young Adult. So I guess I'll ask that later on.
Okay. Next slide. Next slide, please.
Yeah, sorry, Stella. I wanted to ask Kumi, is he clear that he's retired from the military or retired and now receiving social security benefits, because those would make the difference. I know my husband's retired from the military,
Yes.
but he's not retired age-wise to start receiving those.
Yes.
That might be different.
Yeah, for the Social Security benefits for retired military, some can receive it earlier than the 65, depending on your disability. So that's where. So as soon as you start receiving Social Security benefits, they will switch you to TRICARE for life.
Okay, thank you. He's retired from the military.
Yes,
No.
yeah.
Thank you.
The military types of hospitals, you have the big clinic. You know what? Our biggest one is the one in you guys' area, the VA area, the Virginia and Maryland area. And then this is what they look like next. And then it has the networks, the authorized providers, and non-network providers. Some are contractors, and then depending on what type of referral you get, that's how you connect with the network providers out there. TRICARE Prime. TRICARE Prime is for the active duty members and the family members. And most of the time, as soon as a service member is in the military, their families are enrolled when the families are enrolled into DEERS. So make sure that family members, all the information are in the DEERS so that they can get their services, their medical services. And this is how you do it if they're not in the system. TRICARE Prime, moving made easy. If you move, TRICARE has different regions. So every time you move to a region, most of the time for active duty members, it happens automatically. But for retirees, you have to, every time you move to a different region, you have to contact your region, the phone number for them, and let them know that this is where I am now. And then they will let you know what's available and get you a new primary care provider. Next slide. TRICARE Standard and Extra. For active duty members, a lot of times they don't have to enroll. Retirees, that's where you have to be very, very careful, where you make sure that anytime you make changes in your geographical area, you are enrolling in the proper region that you're located in for TRICARE. And this is the deductibles for TRICARE. Any questions?
When you say region, I'm sorry, this is really too many questions.
What's
when
that?
When you say region, what do you mean by region? Like East Coast, West Coast?
Yes,
or,
yes.
Okay.
TRICARE has, it's by the region. So they have TRICARE East, TRICARE West, and TRICARE Europe.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Next slide. TRICARE and other health insurance. So TRICARE pays for all other health insurance except for Medicaid. TRICARE supplements state victims of crime compensation and other government programs, and active duty service members who have, if they have other health benefits. And then the civilian health and medical program for the Department of Veterans Affairs is also another program for retirees that we'll get into that one later. So the Exceptional Family Member Program. This is a program that's very important for active service members, or all service members actually. If you have an exceptional family member, make sure that you get them registered in the military health system, and then they are aware that the service member has that family member, because when it comes to overseas assignments, or even assignments stateside where the medical facility for that family member is not available, the military needs to know so that they will not assign you there. And sometimes when that happens, a lot of times if a service member has a family member that cannot go to those assignments, they will either have to elect to keep the family in an area where the facilities are available and the service member does the tour by themselves, or if the service member cannot go to the assignment because of the family member, then that also happens. So make sure that that is up to date and is in the system. Next slide. A lot of people are asking, do you need EFMP, the Exceptional Family Member Program? And this is what, if you have autism, severe allergies, ADHD, asthma, limited mobilities, if you need special care, and there are other, probably several other conditions that are not listed here. But if you go to the health provider, they will let you know whether you are EFMP or not, and it needs to be annotated in the service members' records for assignment purposes. Next. TRICARE for Life. TRICARE for Life, when the service member gets to TRICARE for Life, they break down the care between TRICARE and Medicare. So when you go to care, when you go, Medicare will cover some of the care, and when the remaining amount, TRICARE, if it's allowed, they will also cover it. Next slide. TRICARE for Life, and these are different scenarios for TRICARE for Life and different insurances. Most of the time, as a retiree, when I go to get care, I'm asked how the different insurances I have, because I do have the VA insurance and TRICARE. They need to know everything so that they know how to properly bill and file claims if with the bills that I incur when I go to my care. Next slide. We were talking about the regions. Next. TRICARE young adults. Qualified young adult dependents are until 26. So most of the time when your young adult is 23, they are enrolled in college. They qualify for TRICARE with you. But after 23, I believe they will, if they're not enrolled in full-time college, they can qualify for TRICARE until 26, but you have to pay a monthly premium. So this is the premiums. And then the pharmacy programs that are available. Next slide. TRICARE Reserve, if you have any reservists, this is what they pay to get TRICARE. Next. For TRICARE, this is the part that a lot of us who are we have family members who are not from the United States or not in the United States, but they are enrolled in TRICARE. They visit our home country and something happens to them where they need medical care. When they receive medical care outside the region where TRICARE medical officers are, they can claim whatever they paid when they went outside when they come back to the US through TRICARE. So you contact TRICARE and they will let you know how you can send the claim to them with the receipts, and you get reimbursed for whatever you paid for the.
Just to piggyback of what she said, when before I came to the US to join my husband, I was in Kenya and I had some medical issues there. Fortunately, he had already enrolled me on DS, but he was not even in the States himself. He was in a different country serving. So I had to make sure that when I was going to the hospital, that TRICARE knew that I was going to the hospital out of America. And so they gave me some certain digits to put in, where in the receipts of where I was. And then I sent those to my husband and he filed the claims. And so he was paid because he was the one paying for those services through, because I was not yet in the US at the time. So you can use TRICARE even before you come to the United States.
Yes, me personally, I was stationed in Nairobi for 3 years. And Nairobi actually has a pretty good system with TRICARE, where a lot of the there are some designated medical facilities that actually accept TRICARE. So I would go for my care and I wouldn't even have to pay anything out of pocket. They would directly do the claim themselves. And then some facilities, they know you are TRICARE, they will give you all the receipts and everything you needed to file your claim. So it's possible outside. Next slide. Next, any questions? So a lot of times the spouses don't even understand that their care is better than the service member. And before a service member gets a referral to go outside for any care, they have to go through so many hoops. But the spouses and the dependents is so much easier. So make sure that you are aware of the benefits that you have available to you. You go to your PCM and you let them know what's going on. And if the military facility that you're assigned to doesn't have that provider in their network, they will refer you outside within a couple of days of you getting your care from your military primary care provider. So make sure that you're using those available facilities for you. Next slide.
I have a question, please. This is
Yes,
Ruby.
ma'am.
It's like like after I know when you're retired from the military, you can go to the VA. But
Yes.
also, for instance, my husband is also with TRICARE Prime. So in that situation, he can still use all the benefits of TRICARE Prime, even though he's with the VA, right?
For the VA side, the service member has the VA and the TRICARE benefits at the same time.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. These are the contractors. These are remember I was talking about the regions? You have the north, the south, and the west. And this is how it's broken down. You see the map, the blue, the yellow, and the red. That's how TRICARE is broken down. So wherever part of the states that you are located, if you're in the blue side, you in the TRICARE West region. The yellow side, you are in the South region, and then the red side, you are in the TRICARE North region. So if you move to any of those other states where the shaded area, you're no longer in your region and you need to contact whichever region you're currently in to get enrolled over there. Next slide. Then this is the overseas regions. You have the East Eurasia and Africa area, Latin America and Canada area, and then the Pacific area. And these are other resources for TRICARE. Now we're going to talk about the CHAMFA. CHAMFA is for the VA side. Those are two different entities. TRICARE and VA are two different entities. The CHAMFA is for the veterans okay, so you have some of us who did our full term or who are medically retired. The medically retired soldiers who receive 30% disability from the military side when they're medically retired still continue to have their TRICARE benefits for them and their family members. If you retired and did your full 20 or more, you have TRICARE, and then if you get your 100% disability from the VA side, now you also have your VA benefits. That's the CHAMFA. So the service members who didn't retire or get 30% disability from the military side, but they got 100% disability from the VA side, they have the CHAMFA benefit. That's the VA medical. So if you receive 100% disability from the VA side, your family members can be enrolled in that insurance. Does everybody understand that? Hello? Do you guys get it? So yes, this is what the eligibility for CHUMFA is. So, but if the service member is retired with TRICARE benefits, the family members are not going to be eligible for the VA medical benefits because so basically it's all the same. Can have both. Next slide. And if you're 100% disabled but not retired, this is how you contact the VA to enroll your family members. Next slide. If you have any other questions, you can go to TRICARE online or VA online to find out what you need if you're not enrolled, what medical facilities are around you that accept those insurances. And please, please, please go to the web. There's so much information about what is available to us, especially the dependents. A lot of times the service member doesn't even know what type of medical benefits are available for the dependents, but there's nothing wrong with calling and asking and doing your own research, especially if you have family members who have special needs, who have special medical needs. The services are available to you, but if you don't ask, you won't know. Any questions?
Yes, this is Wumi again.
Yes.
Yeah, my daughter is she's going to be 23. So that means definitely she will no longer qualify for regular TRICARE.
Is she enrolled in college full time?
Yes.
When is she graduating?
She graduated, but she's going to grad school. So we were told that she turns 23 in December. So they said from December she can't have the regular TRICARE anymore. She has to switch over to TRICARE young adults.
Yes.
So I was wondering, I don't know if there's anyone that's because we were thinking about staying with TRICARE, paying the because I think it was like I don't know if I checked the wrong website. They said TRICARE Prime was 600 and something, and Select was 3 something. I'm not sure if I
it's about that much. I have 3 younger adults, and when they asked, I told either if she can find some type of employment that offers medical insurance.
Yeah.
If you guys are willing to pay that, then that's fine. But that's what it is. It's a very heavy price per month.
Yeah. So like kind of she's not working yet. She's trying to go to grad school, and we know it's going to be very time consuming and everything. So we're kind of confused. Do we do the Select or do we do the Prime? But the price is just a scary part.
It is. The price is scary, but you guys can shop around and see what other private insurances are available.
Okay.
And then, a lot of these jobs nowadays offer pretty good insurance. I heard Starbucks is like one of the number one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Maria, Prancer?
Yeah, I have one question. Sorry, I'm a foreigner, but I will try to explain in English.
No problem.
Correct. So, I moved with my husband to Georgia. He's active duty for now.
Okay.
And of course, I have TRICARE insurance. And it is such problem that here, for example, dental clinics don't want to take TRICARE. They don't work with TRICARE. So it is a big problem. Another question is that it is very hard to find PCM for now. That's the only whom I found a month ago was available for November. And
Okay.
I had an emergency, and I needed to go PCM to find someone, and I cannot do that. What will be your advice in this situation?
Are you close to the military base?
Yes, I'm close. Yes, I am.
So is your PCM at the military base facility?
No, because they told that they have no available PCM for new people, and I looked around, and whom I found only for November.
Oh goodness. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So what is the question to do for new people who just need to wait 3-4 months? And for example, as I had an emergency, and at emergency room, a doctor told that I should show to my PCM my leg as fast as possible. So how to be in this situation? What are your recommendations? Thank you.
yes, Maria. The best thing you can do is call TRICARE.
Yeah, I
The
already
number
did.
for your
I already did.
okay.
They
Yeah,
told
they should.
sorry, call. They just give me a list of doctors, and I realized the same situation.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that Georgia doesn't have enough providers in the region for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
because
this is
TRICARE will
Maria.
have the list of numbers for you to call.
Yeah,
in the-
especially with dental clinics, it's a super big problem. Just
Wow.
everywhere, no sorry, no sorry, no sorry. We don't work with TRICARE.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Hey, this is Lunas. I did at some point worked as a clinic manager, so I work with TRICARE from both TRICARE International, TRICARE East and West. As a healthcare provider, there's one thing: if you have an emergency and you go to the emergency department, TRICARE will cover it. I know the ambulance would take you to the closest hospital. With emergencies, yes, they're most likely going to cover it. However, with dental, the one factor now with dental across the board, across all services, they lack a lot of dental providers within the military. As such, they are backed up, and that's why they're giving a lot of sign-on bonuses for dentists to come join. So if you know anybody who's a dentist out there, I'm not a recruiter, but when I look at those numbers, I'm active duty, and I tend to see those numbers across the board. So military dental is a huge issue. So with dental, at some point, they say it's not an emergency if you just need your regular 6 months cleaning. And the checkup, try to do that way ahead of time. But that is a known factor with the dental. So here's what you do. When you go for your cleaning today, make your 6 months out. That would avoid some of the last minutes. But if in the event of any emergency, take care of that emergency, and TRICARE will do at the back end. I know they would tell you, no, just go to a military facility. If there's no military facility around, go on the website, put your zip code. There are a lot of network providers that can certainly see you within a certain period of time. I don't know if I've answered your question.
Yes and no. Yeah, thank you, Jess. The question is that, I spent maybe a week of calling all these numbers, and just many doctors don't want to take new clients. And this is a question that they say, oh,
So-
sorry, no, oh, sorry, no, sorry, no, sorry, no.
So go on to TRICARE, Humana TRICARE, another company bought over, but information is still there. Go on to TRICARE Humana and put your zip code, and then you can filter your selections. Filter because they have a list of those network providers. Filter the selection and put can accept new members. And then it would give you, and then you can put a little radius maybe of about 75, because normally it gives you 25 radius area. So you can extend it to about 50. You can like inconvenience yourself for a minute to drive, right? However, you still put your name in. So just go on that website, put your zip code, filter to those that are accepting new members. That is a TRICARE network providers, and see if that will work.
Yeah, thank you. I already did this, and as I told, the only whom I found is available in November. Thank you.
Could it be that TRICARE doesn't pay these people well, that nobody wants to be on TRICARE?
Exactly. It's the
Oh,
answer. What I've got from some dental clinics, they told just they don't pay, so sorry, we don't
So
work.
here's one thing. Healthcare too is a business. It's just like any business. You don't carry product where you don't have a lot of customers. So if I'm having more Medicare customers, I would focus all my attention on that, right? So you want to put those that you see a high population of. If I see one in a year of TRICARE, why do I have to go through all that billing to stay in the network? So it's pretty much something like that.
you're right. That's true. And that takes me to another point too. I've been having some issues that I'm trying to figure out with my health. And if you're not careful, sometimes some of those people are no longer in network, but they're still listed. I almost got myself into a $3,000-4,000 payment situation just because the person was no longer with TRICARE. Only, the day I was trying to get to TRICARE to, send them something, then they realized, no, they're no longer on the network. And then I'm like, wow, I have an appointment with them in the afternoon. I just needed this center. If I did not, I would have received services, and I would have been billed. So sometimes even the TRICARE website itself does not reflect the realness of the service provider. So always make sure that once you get the provider, check back with TRICARE, call just to make sure that person is there. Healthcare is so expensive here. You don't want to get yourself a $10,000 bill for something.